What I thought I would do over the next few weeks is share with you behind the scenes in my studio. What I want to do is create some just very short videos each week looking at some of the different aspects, such as pencil storage, paper storage, my desk setup, my lighting and other equipment, stuff like that, just so that you can see what I use and how I work. So this week, what I want to do is to talk to you about pencil storage. And I want to start with this one because, let's be honest, if you are a coloured pencil artist, you are going to love your pencils. And where you keep them is probably going to be one of the most important things in your studio. I have hundreds of pencils and I love them. And I've tried lots of different storage solutions over the years. And what I thought I'd do is just share with you some of them that I've used and what I think about them and show you what I'm using now. So here are some of the things that I have used over the years that I've popped out on the table for you to see, and I will just go through each one and talk to you about them. So when I first started off with coloured pencils many years ago, I literally just started off with the tins, to be honest with you. They come in all different sort of shapes, sizes, tins and boxes. Sometimes you will get the nice metal tins like this Derwent Light Fast one, and you will have the trays inside that you can keep your pencils on. Nothing wrong with that. Quite easy and small to store away. As you can see, although I don't keep them in here now, I do still like to keep my tins because, well, I just do really. They're pretty. You never know. One day I might want to use them again. This one is more of a cardboard one than the metal one. Again, though, it comes with the plastic trays inside which you can take out. So again, there's nothing wrong with keeping your pencils in the boxes they actually came in, to be honest with you. The only problem I found is because they're quite long, some of them, they don't always fit on shelving units very well or in cupboards, so that might be a factor in deciding whether you use yours or not. Sometimes, if you're really lucky, you might get a really nice wooden set, like I've got here, this Derwent set, which I've had for a very long time. I think it might have even been a gift when I first started off. So very nice, and it's got the trays inside which you can take out. So this one's got nice wooden trays. This one was my Derwent Colour Soft in here, and to be honest, I've just kept them in here because, well, why not? It's a very beautiful box, and good for storing them. So I probably won't actually ever really take these out of here, only when they're being used for something, because this is actually a very sturdy, nice presentation box to keep them in. So you've got what they came in. If you don't want to spend any extra money on storage, then there's nothing wrong with keeping them in the original packaging. Now, so as I said, that's how I started off. But I really wanted something where they're a little bit more on show, to be honest with you. So I actually got creative. I went on the internet and I found this idea. I cannot remember whose idea it was, so apologies for that. But I found somebody who'd basically bought one of these Lazy Susans, and they had put wood, cut up bits of wood, and super glued them on and put holes in for putting in your pencils. Now, I loved this one. This was one of my favourites because you could sort your pencils all into colour orders, and you could spin it round to your heart's content to find your pencils. And I put labels on them so I knew what colours went where, and keeping it really tidy basically and very easy to use. And the only reason I actually stopped using this was I've gone through various different places where I work and studios and various sizes of storage space and workspace, and I stopped using it just simply because I didn't have anywhere big enough just to kind of put it that was useful at that time. So I popped it away, But actually I would really quite like to use this one again. The only problem I've got is when I made the holes for the pencils, because I started off with Prismacolor pencils, the holes only fit like the thinner barrels. They don't fit my fatter pencils, which I tend to use more of. But I may actually come back to this and perhaps fix it up so I can use it, because your pencils look really beautiful when they're all in here, all the colours, and it's really easy to find what you actually need. So if you feel like getting creative, then you could make yourself something like this, and I would highly recommend that. And while I was actually doing this, I also created this little wooden one with holes in the top, same idea, and just to hinge together two pieces of wood, so it'd stand up on the table, just to keep in the pencils that I was using for a particular portrait, to be honest, not for permanent solution. It's just handy, and I do sometimes still use that now. Now, after I went through this and I was having obviously to downsize and think carefully about storage solutions, I actually got myself one of these little wraparound pencil cases. So basically it's just material where you've got all your pencils you can pop inside in the elastic loop bands, and then it just rolls back up and clips together. So if you haven't got too many pencils, this can make a really good storage solution for keeping them in, and it's really handy if you want to go out and about anywhere. You can use that. So now, I mean, I've just got some of my pencils in here, but as I'm busy sorting them out at the moment, but this is the sort of thing I'd probably use now to take out and about with me, or if I go on holiday, just to take a selection of pencils with me without taking up too much space. So after I had that, I moved on to some bigger sort of storage boxes, because as time went on, and you probably find this yourself, you get more and more pencils. So I got myself 3 of these. Now, I got them in 3 different colours so that I could keep different brands in different cases. And I liked the fact that it's got the loops inside, so you can keep all your pencils neat and tidy. There's a couple of other bigger ones for other items as well. And the beauty with this one is it actually has lots of leaves in it, so you can store lots and lots of pencils in here. I forget exactly how many, I think there was over 100, and it doesn't take up too much space at all. These weren't too expensive. I just picked these ones up off Amazon, but there's lots out there that look very similar to this anyway. So if you're looking for something that holds a lot of pencils, doesn't take up too much space, and comes in lots of pretty colours, then this is the solution for you. Now, after that, I moved on to some other shelving units. Now, the reason that I picked these ones, I'm going to be quite honest, I'm just going to put this here so you can see it. It's a wooden unit that has 3 drawers in it. And these could be used for pencils or pastels. Now, the reason I picked up a bunch of these was actually because they were on offer for like £2.50 each or something, which was a real bargain. So I picked up a few of these for each of my sets, and I moved over to keeping my pencils in these trays here. Now they come, so you can put in little dividers, so you can split them up into colours. Your pencils lay all nice and flat. The only thing is obviously they do move around in the drawers, but there's plenty of space in something like this, and you can get them often in 2 drawers or 3 drawers. I'm not sure you'll pick them up for £2.50 like I did, but I have to say I have really enjoyed using these, and I do still use them as I'm moving over to some new storage, which I'll show you in a moment. I'm just using these really to keep in my backup spare pencils, as it were, as I sort through them. But these are really helpful. And easy to see your pencils. You can sort them into colours or however you like, and you can just stack the units on top of each other. So that's another really good solution. Now, having done that, I decided I really wanted to give my pencils the best home ever, just because I'm really sad. So I treated myself, I will be honest. This is like more of your top end pencil storage. So, I mean, these all range in prices from the free boxes right up to what I'm going to show you here, this unit. Now, let me just move this one out of the way. Now, this unit here is from Rod's Creations. Now, this man is a genius. Basically, he makes these storage solutions for pencils, pens, all sorts, pastels, and they fit in the IKEA Kallax units, which I know I have a load of in my art studio because they're so helpful. Now, it comes, if you've been following my stories, you'll know it comes in MDF, and I have just been painting mine. I went for grey just to match my studio. Now, in it, you've got trays again like the other one, but the beauty of these trays is your pencils don't roll around. It's got little grooves to pop your pencils in, so it keeps them really neat and tidy. And also, when you've taken a pencil out, why I like this is because it's got the groove, you can see the gap of where they need to go back, so you can keep them in order and know where your different colours are. And it literally, I mean, it holds so many pencils. I forget how many exactly. I think I got 100 over 4 layers, so you know it holds well over 200 pencils in this. And I just absolutely love it. I haven't had it for long, admittedly, but I mean, if you're looking kind of for the Rolls Royce of pencil storage, then this is your baby, as it were. So you've got lots of different ideas here, from, like I said, from the free to the cheaper to making it yourself. The other thing I just want to share with you is this cube from Derwent. Now, I'm not entirely sure if you can still get these. I've got my eye open just because I'd actually really like another one. What it is, it's just this cube, and it's got kind of these bristles in it. Now, I don't use this for like my permanent storage. I use this to keep in the pencils that I'm using for a particular project. And it's very simple. All you do is the lead side of your pencil, you just literally push it into the bristles, and it doesn't damage your pencil, but it just literally keeps them propped up. So you can put in loads of pencils in here of what you're using, and then you just got them to hand when you actually need them. So if you ever find yourself one of these, or if you come across any, do let me know, because I think these are absolutely fabulous for working with. Well, I hope you found that interesting, or maybe even a little bit helpful, if you were looking for some new ideas for yourself. I'd love to hear what you actually have used now yourself, and what's worked for you or hasn't worked for you. So do let me know and get in touch. Next week, I am going to be looking at how I store my paper and my sketchbooks. Bye for now.